find out who will go home as champions of the Kinder's Texas Bowl. Another opportunity to put on the headgear and finish this season on a winning note comes in the Texas Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This is a big game for bragging rights, guys. As you know, both the SEC and the Big 12 try to tout that they are the most physical conference in college football. Well, today in this bowl game, they will get a chance to prove it. Both coaches told me they want to come out and run the ball. Teams are fired up and motivated as they take the field. I'll keep you posted on the vibe here on the sideline. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. Follows his block. It's McCutcheon. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Arch is going to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right side, it's Townsend. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Holds on. It's Terry. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Sets his feet. It's Manning. Still looking to his right. On the move, he fires. Out wide right, it's Terry. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. They'll run it. It's McCutcheon. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Madness. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were not going to let his legs beat him. That's what they told us anyways. And so far on this first drive, great job getting to him and getting the sack.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
The catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Long way to go on second down. Turns up, it's Gregory. Down he goes.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Throwing, Lagway. Back's got it on the screen. Great job by this defense knowing exactly where the marker was. He needed to get it to the 30, and they stop him at the 29.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to make one miss. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
2nd and long here. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Keeps it moving. It's McCutcheon. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Calls his own number. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. This drive will open from the 15. Here's Lagway to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Right at the line. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm. Here's Arts to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Canty. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Just got rid of that one.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages. by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. First play of the period, 1st down here. Flagway wants to throw. Out wide left, it's James. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterbacks.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
Flagway. Left side, it's James. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Miles is way ahead. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Throwing, Lagway. Fires to the end zone. Finds his big tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Motion from the wideout. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they strike first. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Wilson on the carry. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Give to the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Trying to establish the run. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? You can grab. You can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Caught in the backfield, it's Gregory. At midfield, he's got room. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Out wide left, it's small. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. DJ Lagway to throw again. Heaves it on the run. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And it's no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
To throw, Manning. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
To the air, it's Manning. Look out! And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And this defense has come out really, really strong. I mean, this is the third possession. They've already got 2 stops, and now they try to take advantage of them and go over the top because the D's been aggressive. Still doing a great job staying disciplined, staying home. To start this football game, man, they have been lights out.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll field this one in tight quarters. Taken down right away. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Play fake Lagway. Fires to the tight end. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That's caught. It's James. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning.
Yeah, and it was a nice comeback route. Most important part of a comeback route, dude, I got to sell you vertical like I'm running a go, and then I sit down and I come back to the football catch. A nice route by the wide receiver.
Rush is on. He's sacked. This defense all over him. TCU calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Here's Lagway to pass. Under pressure. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll run it with Wilson. Got the first down. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Throwing Manning. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. Snatches it on the right. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
The TCU head coach told me coming out of the locker room at the half, he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. The Horned Frogs in the hurry up. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Tight end finds a soft spot. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go play action with Lagway. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Lagway wants to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Touchdown, TCU! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has...
With this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points.
Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to... with a big one on 1st down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Manning to throw. Here comes the heat. He's got his man across the middle. Gets away from one, finds room. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Rolls right. The throw. Right side, it's Canty. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picked up a few. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Second down to the air. Left side, it's McCutcheon. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Horned Frog sideline, guys, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Breaks the tackle. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's small. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The give to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Makes to grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Right back to the well, and it didn't work again. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Lagway setting up the screen. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
And it's a nice stop by this defense, and you would think now it's decision time by this offense. I got the ball inside of the 2. Man, stay aggressive. Even if they stop you, they got to go 90-something yards to get a touchdown. Let's go for this thing.
He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Wilson on the carry. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
He throws one to the left. He's got it on the outside. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Manning on play action. Rush right in his face. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Manning. Still looking. He'll pull it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Fires downfield. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. Nairn on the right sideline. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive. And he's in! Touchdown, Longhorns!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Throwing, Lagway. Out wide left, it's Small. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls it on the option. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This one's complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They give it back to him. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy. But the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
The Horned Frogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment in the rich history of this rivalry. They'll run it with Wilson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and then stopping that clock.
Arch Madness. He's got it. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
You know, in a 2-minute situation like this, you've got to find your best players on the field. When you've got one of the best wide receivers in the game, that's the guy that you need to be throwing to as often as possible in a 2-minute situation late trailing.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Escapes the pressure going right. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Moves to his right. Going to try to get it himself. What a great job to get out of there, pick up the 1st down, get out of bounds, clock stopped, and now they'll reset.
4th quarter, obviously, trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass, and he still takes off and gets the 1st down. It's his time. It's the 4th quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
He'll pull it down and run. Finds a crease at the 20. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Here's Arch to throw. Buying time to his right. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Fourth quarter, we're getting later in the game. You give up a big play, you don't get down to yourself. Nice job by this defense, staying positive. Then you get after the quarterback and get the big sack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
Gets the back moving. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Here's Lagway to pass. He wants a big play here late. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. I know a lot of